Alright YouTube, I wanted to make a video about this bake sale that's going on in Berkeley right now. It's called the Increased Diversity Bake Sale, and it's done by the college Republicans on the campus there at Berkeley. And the basic premise behind it is it's a sarcastic remark about a bill that's being introduced in California by the governor to try and allow the schools there and encourage them to consider race and ethnicity and so forth in their admissions process. Now, I'm not sure exactly what the governor is thinking, and I fully support this bake sale idea because I think the issue needs to be raised. It makes absolutely no sense whatsoever to consider race and ethnicity in the admissions process. And all of the individuals that are crying racist as a result of this bake sale, and I'll explain why they're doing that, are missing their own hypocrisy and completely missing the irony of the fact that most of them have no problem with the bill that's going to allow colleges to discriminate on the basis of race. It's gotten to the point in this country where, and I'm part Native American. I shudder to think that I would be admitted to a college solely because I'm part Native American. It makes absolutely no sense to me. College admissions should be based on the qualifications of the individual, the classes they've taken, the grades that they've gotten, their extracurricular activities, their motivation, their ability to make something of that education. Saying, well, we're going to let in a quota of a certain race or ethnicity or gender makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. College admissions should be based primarily on a person's intellectual capacity, because the primary reason why they're going to college is to capitalize on their intellect. They're going to college in order to capitalize on their own natural intelligence, in order to get a job in an academic field, or to get training for a specific job. And depending on what they're going into college for, yes, the admissions process should be different. Because, let's face it, it doesn't take the same type of intelligence to become a molecular biologist or a physicist that it would be to take architecture, or to take, any of a million different classes to study. Some people might be good at English, some people might suck at English, some people are great at biology, some people suck in science. But the reason why people are crying foul here is because the basis of this bake sale is that they're selling various baked goods. The price is $2 for Caucasians, and something like $1 for Hispanics. You get 25 cents off for being female, $1.50 for Asians. And there are people on the campus in an absolute uproar because of this bake sale. There are people saying, oh, they're a bunch of racists, and they're actually holding a special meeting to decide whether they're going to revoke the support for this student group, the college Republicans, based on what they're terming a racist bake sale, and they're completely missing the point that if the colleges begin to consider race and ethnicity in their admissions process, they are being racist. Racism doesn't have to be against a minority. It can be against a majority group. I see absolutely no legitimate reason to consider a person's race, ethnicity, or gender in college admissions. It makes absolutely no sense to me, and it never has. Affirmative action in the academic world does not work, because going to college should be based on your intellect. It's like when you apply for student aid. You get need-based aid not based on whether you're black or white or Hispanic. You get need-based aid based on whether you need need-based aid. Depending on your family's wealth, depending on your own wealth, depending on, all the stocks you might have. Someone who's making $1 million a year can certainly afford to help their children through school more than some family farmer who makes 30 grand a year and then pays most of it back out to buy feed corn. You gotta understand, things and processes in the academic world, like in every other section of life, should be logically structured and should be based on the need for those processes to be regulated. So for the need-based aid process, we regulate it and we say, we don't just give money to everyone. We don't give it to rich people. We give it to the poor who are unable to afford their own education without subsidized government loans. We give merit scholarship to those who are intelligent. We don't give merit scholarship to you because you're black or Native American. We give merit scholarships to you because you're intelligent. You show aptitude in such and such a course or in such and such a talent that justifies giving you additional support, because it is basically hedging a bet on that individual who is capable of getting that sort of aid. We believe in you, that you are intelligent and talented enough to make good use of your time in college, such that in the future, maybe you'll make it big because you got a good education, and maybe you'll remember those people who funded you in the first place. That's basically what the process is. And then with the government money, it's basically, we need more people going to college in this country, so here's some money. It makes no sense whatsoever on any fundamental basis to consider race and ethnicity in the college admissions process. And I know what it is. It's all the liberals complaining, oh, we need more diversity on campus, and, these poor black people are too stupid to get into college on their own, so we need to make sure that more of them get in. That's basically the argument that they're using. Don't these individuals understand that it is racist and insulting to various minorities, and I feel the same way being part Native American. It is fucking insulting to me to think that you would think that as a group, Native Americans are just too dumb to get into college, so we need to increase diversity by making it, easier for Native Americans to get into your damn college. No, you don't. I had almost a 4.0 GPA in high school. I graduated with the National Honor Society. I got all sorts of merit scholarships. I didn't need your fucking affirmative action help. Nor did I request your affirmative action help. I put down Caucasian, even though I could have put Native American down as my ethnicity, because I didn't want to be considered Native American. I didn't want the fucking help. I got plenty of help on my own, and I'm poor, so I get plenty of scholarships and grants from the government for being poor, and that's the way it should be. You should get help with the financial side based on being poor or rich. You should get help on the admissions process by being more intelligent. That's the purpose of going to college, to capitalize on intelligence. You're telling me that these colleges are going to begin turning away qualified applicants based on their race. Because let's face it, there are a limited number of slots available in every college. That's a given. So if a white person with a 4.0 GPA and a 170 IQ with the National Honor Society, who spent most of their time outside of school in various varsity sports and volunteering and, doing all these wonderful things and never did anything wrong in school, is going to get turned away because somebody of average intelligence of a minority race, like a Native American like me, is going to apply, and they're going to say, oh, well, we need to increase diversity, so we're going to let the Native American kid in, but we're not going to let the white kid in, even though he's infinitely more qualified. Or we're going to let a Jewish person in, or a Muslim in, because we can consider their religion, and I'm not sure if this considers religion. No, it does not consider religion, so that's one shining example of conservative glory, I suppose. Now look at me. I'm a progressive. I lean left on a lot of issues. I lean left on the environment. I lean left on most tax issues. I lean left on a lot of social issues. And yet I'm agreeing with the fucking college Republicans in Berkeley? It is a sad testament to the state of affairs in this country's social system when I have to agree with the fucking Republicans on an issue like this. Because affirmative action in the job place, in the job market, works. It's been shown. It works fine, because otherwise people discriminate all the time. If you honestly think that an already extraordinarily liberal college system is discriminating against blacks and Native Americans, you've got your head so far up your ass, you need to take it out right now. No fucking way are they discriminating against minorities. Look at Vermont. Look at our diversity level. We're probably the most liberal state in the union, and yet there's almost no diversity in the state. It's 98.2% white people. Do you see anybody here complaining that we need to make sure there are more blacks and Asians and Hispanics in the colleges? No, you don't. Because here we understand, unlike the Californians, college should be based on intellect. You get into college because you are smart, not because you have black skin, or are Native American, or are a Hindu, or are a woman. You get into college based on your qualifications. Anything else is purely insulting to the minority groups or groups involved. It is wrong, and it is